Hey everybody, it's Durger time. Welcome back to another episode of Total Extreme Wrestling 2016, Billy Corgan's NWA. And it's a new era. It's a new era for us. I could look at this sad. I could look at it sad that Starrcade didn't work for us, but I think we're going to be on the right track. So obviously, you guys probably just watched our little backstage episode that we did, some of the little hirings and dealings that we were doing. One of the things we were doing was getting rid of Starrcade. I flubbed up and screwed up some negotiations for travel expenses, but we fixed it. It's fine. And we're moving on to our 2 event structure. So we still have to set up the 2 events, which we're going to do now. And we're obviously going to run our next event. But I was going to let you guys know, in the meantime, a little bit backstage, because I screwed up everything so bad with the negotiations, because what ended up happening was, and I didn't realize it at the time, I was negotiating for people, and you see it says here collapsed, and that's fine, because I rejected all of them. For some reason in my head, when I was doing this, and I was renegotiating, I thought I was getting their current contract. Instead, I was getting a new contract. So, I don't like doing it, but I ended up fixing it all, and just for the sake of time, and because it's what we were going to do anyways, everybody now I've updated, so I've finished their contracts and set them up right, and we don't have a problem anymore, and I don't have any travel costs anymore either. So we altered their contracts, and we're good there. I don't like to flub in the database, but we screwed that up so royally that I felt like it was needed to happen here, which is fine. That's what we'll do. Anyways, so that's going to get us in the right direction. Now, what we need to do is set up a pay-per-view structure. So we want to do 2. And I thought I had done this. I'm not sure why it didn't show up, but maybe I didn't save it. Anyways, let's go ahead and take a look here real quick. So we were looking at Sundays, I recall, and we were saying, I think, week 1 and week 3. Oh, I probably just didn't set it up. So week 1, week 3 is what we're looking at, basically a bi-weekly schedule. No one is working them, which is good. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a 2-hour show, and I think like a 2.5-hour show. So let's go ahead and set up July week 1 on a Sunday. And actually, we want that monthly. So if I recall, if I do a monthly schedule or a weekly schedule, I think they're treated differently by the game. I don't think people get as upset. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure if it's a scheduled monthly event, it's not considered as important as an annual event, like a major pay-per-view. I don't know if it changes the importance on here or not, but if I remember correctly, if you do have a monthly or a weekly event, you don't have to do a speech or something like that. I don't remember. I'm probably just talking out my ass. But we're gonna say that's the case. So we want to be Midwest, right? Yeah, okay. Midwest is where we want to be. Sunday, monthly, every first week of the month. You can expect Championship. NWA presents Championship Wrestling. That's going to be where we are going to be booking our leading up to our main shows. It's going to have our story beats. If we need an extra pay-per-view, maybe we do an extra hour-long event somewhere as a one-off or something like that. And that's going to be just in the Midwest. We're just going to focus on our region, just boost it up. Save and continue, please. So we got NWA Presents monthly every Sunday for 2 hours. You can come on down and check out Championship Wrestling. Here we are. Now we also need a event For the following, so this is going to be annual because we kind of want it to be important. I'm going to say 2.5 hours. Well, let's see what the name suggestions. No Remorse. Not bad. Genocide. Wow, that's a little... Kayfabe Memorial Show is interesting. That sounds like a PWG show to me. Let's see. I like that. Actually, I like Path to Greatness. Sounds pretty good. I'll take that. Okay, so we'll do a 2.5 hour. Give us a little bit more time because we have to be aware of our roster and make sure we have as many people on there as possible that expect to be on there. So we have to have the time to be able to kind of have those shows. Sunday, and we'll do the 3rd of July. Should be good, right? Yeah, we're still good there. 3rd of July, no problems. Okay, so that looks perfect. There we go. So we got our 2 pay-per-views set up, with one leading in 10 days. That will kind of lead into the main pay-per-view, and that'll be where we book it. I'm excited to have 2 hours to book instead of 1 hour every week. Was a real pain in the ass. We'll see how we do with the storylines from here. And you know what? One thing I want to check real quick is I want to see... Okay, Trent's still out, but Juice is back, which I'm just gonna... Where are you? Where's Juice? Did we let him go? I don't remember letting him go. How did we lose Juice? Where's Juice? All right, we're gonna have to get him back. I want him back. How did that happen? When did we do that? I don't remember doing that. Joe Robinson. How he got written? You son of a bitch! How did you steal Juice from me? When did this happen? I don't remember this. So he got injured and then disappeared. That... When? What? How? I don't remember this. I don't remember seeing... Does anyone remember this? Does anyone remember seeing him get scooped up? When did his employment happen? Well, I mean, good for you. Oh, you're injured anyways. So, yeah, you know what, New Japan? You take him. Take your injured jerk face guy. I can't believe he's... Where? You injured still? No, you're still out for 26 days. Whatever. Well, good riddance. I don't have to pay you. I don't need you anyways. I want you back, Juice. I love you, Juice. Come back to me. I thought we were friends. All right, whatever. I've moved on. Wow, I'm actually like blown away. I don't remember even seeing that there. Well, that's fine. We got Nick Jackson for one day, so whatever. Okay, well then, let's move on to the show. I'm still absolutely flabbergasted. I swear I don't remember seeing him get scooped up from us. We were just a PPA, so I guess he just got a better contract, but I thought it would have warned me about that. Maybe I'm just missing it. All right, let's see what's going on in our calendar of events here. Tamatanga. Oh, this is still from the me being an idiot. No. No. Okay. So I don't want that. I don't want to pay you that much money. Will Osprey, what's the problem? Let's take a look. What is the problem? You don't like the push I'm giving you. Let's see why. You're upper mid-carder. What do you think you should be? Main eventer? Really? What's your popularity at right now? Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah, absolutely. No problem. I mean, Will Osprey is a main eventer in my eye. I'm absolutely amazed by everything he does in New Japan. Every day, I feel like he's getting better and better, and I just worry. I worry about his neck and his head, but man, he is amazing. Why are you irritated? Irritated from the push, huh? Well, you're gonna get happier now. I don't hate Will Osprey being in the main event scene, though him being in the junior division's kind of, you're not quite gonna be in the same spot, but that's fine. All right, let's keep on moving. All right, so we are back to our we are back for NWA Presents Championship Wrestling. Before we start, let's just go ahead and take a look at our emails here, find out what's going on. Some of the shortlisted people that we've been looking at have some info. Apparently, Wolfgang was involved in an incident with the police last night. Huh. Callahan's completing a tour with New Japan. Ronda Rousey will be doing an MMA fight, so that will mean that she will be gone from our roster for a little bit as she's doing that, I believe. That's not great. Well, it's not the end of the world. PWG made extension. Nick Jackson's gone from NWA. The loan finally ended. We didn't even use them. All right. It's not bad. Nothing crazy happening there. Let's go ahead and move on. And we will book this show. All right. So we're going to broadcast the CW. Add that in there. Yep. And ooh, what's going on? Oh, hey, look at that. Look at our backstage ratings up to 72%. Remember, it was not even a couple weeks ago. We were at like 32. Man, things have changed. But let's see what these incidents are. Brian Hebner. Goddamn. These Hebners are always a problem. Stern warning. Stop it. Nothing helped there. Let's meddle. Let's see if we can build a nice relationship with someone. Who should we do here? Josephus Brody's still a negative influence to people. Strong friendship with Brandy. Let's build up a Cody and Adam. If they all work together and they're all friends, that could really help us. Nothing. That's fine. Let's go ahead and see where we're going to book it tonight. 2,700 fans. Well, I shouldn't even bother with the sudden impact zone, huh? I should have really made that higher. I'm probably going to sell it. I think we could sell it and make some money back, I guess. Joplin Memorial Hall. Joplin Memorial Hall is 3,000 people. I mean, that's probably for the best. The cost isn't that bad. So, yeah, okay, that's fine. In Missouri, touring a little bit of the Midwest for Championship Wrestling. That's fine. I don't think there's anything else going on in the locker room that we have to worry about. Trent's still out, which is funny because he was back for like a day and got injured again. Man, these injuries. All right. Let's go ahead and book it. We'll be back. All right, and we are back to book our show. So we didn't spend a full 2 hours and 30 minutes, which is fine, because we get between 90 and 150. So we did end up doing 12 segments at 115 minutes. Not bad. We moved some storylines forward. Maybe we use a few too many people, but we'll move on. We'll deal with it when we get there. So without further ado, let's go on with the show. So we start off with just an opener, because I want to build up Tessa Blanchard. And so I have her defeat Julie Ho. Actually, surprisingly, Julia Ho is a better performer than Tessa Blanchard. That's odd, though she does improve in her performance skills, and that is good. Apparently, it's a terrible match, but somehow starts the show off with a good start. Don't explain that. I don't want to know. Well, whatever. We're gonna move her. We're gonna develop her, because she's young, which means that she can probably be improved pretty quickly, and that could be interesting. So, and we want a well-rounded women's division, especially because Ronda Rousey will be leaving us for a little bit, meaning that we're going to have our main star in the women's division disappear for a bit to do MMA. Now, if she wins, I think that's good for us. So I don't know how that works. I've never done an MMA crossover, so I'm not really sure how what they do, if it affects it or not. I think with movies, if the movie bombs, they do bad or something like that. I think there's something going on. So I'm assuming MMA is like that too. Could be good for us, but it is going to be a hamper for us in the meantime. 35, I wish. Jeez. E+, that's pretty bad. Now we move on to something much better. We have Enzo coming out and cutting a promo. So it's the same Enzo promo that you would expect him to do, but this time Cody Rhodes emerges. So we don't get an explanation for his disappearance. It's as though the bookers did not anticipate his disappearance and they are ignoring it completely. Wink, wink. So Cody emerges and he calls him out. And he's like, I'm right here. Enzo's talking a big game about, like, I'm the champ. I'm here every day. People don't even show up anymore. They want to challenge stuff, but I'm here. The Zoe Army's here. The typical Enzo hoorah thing. And Cody emerges and just kind of has well, I'm here. You want me? Kind of thing. They get into the ring. They go to a back and forth. And it leads into a giant brawl. Cody and Enzo start swinging at each other. Hangman Page comes out to help Cody. Like Virna and the Zoe Army come out to try to help Enzo. Brandy Rhodes comes out. Billy Corgan's out in the ring yelling at him. Whole chaos. The locker room pulls the two apart and are fighting. It's just everyone is just chaos, right? That pull apart moment that's great in sports entertainment where just everyone is just beating the crap out of each other. Cody Rhodes came across well, got the crowd hotter. Enzo looked excellent. That's great. Billy Corgan looked lost out there. I guess he got, I don't know, he just looking and staring at the crowd. He wasn't really sure what was going on. That's funny. D plus 52, not bad. So we move on to a tag team match. The Guerrillas of Destiny versus Elliott Russell and John Skyler, a.k.a. Team Jobber. They defeat them easily in 6 minutes. Tama Tonga defeats Elliott Russell with a pinfall. John Skyler's better than I thought. 42. I should probably not use them as the job squad. But Tama Tonga and Tonga Roa basically debut. Both get great initial reactions for their gimmick. They come out with their face paint. They're looking awesome. Their first match just looks solid, and they look dominant. Something this tag team division definitely needs because, boy, it's been really lackluster due to all the injuries. Afterwards, we have a little freestyle segment. Tama Tonga grabs Mike, and basically he just kind of quickly just shouts out and just says, "We're coming for those belts," that kind of thing. It's obvious they're there, they're dominant. Doesn't really have any specific comments, but not bad. 45 is kind of what you would expect. That's pretty solid for us. We go into an open challenge from Tyler Bate, and this is a great match. C- 56. Tyler Bate versus Will Osprey. Had a fantastic heat and great wrestling. Tyler Bate puts his open challenge out, and Will Osprey emerges to claim the junior heavyweight belt, but does not, because the two draw, and they have a double count out in 19 minutes. So evenly tied. Fortunately, I think we had a very technical match, and apparently the crowd was too rowdy for that. I should have had a cool down beforehand, and I didn't really think about that. That sucks. Oh, boss, apparently the announcing job at Billy Corgan's pretty weak. What can you do, dude? Bummer. But C-, we probably got a C+ if all those other things were there. Tyler Bate 71, Will Osprey 66, and some interesting dynamic there. Tyler Bate has defended successfully his belt every challenge, obviously, but this time almost loses it, but not quite, almost evenly matched, and end up still reclaiming it, but not through a pinfall, not through a submission. Afterwards, Tyler Bate recovers, and he absolutely looks stunned, and he's looking around, and he's holding the belt. The ref brings him the belt, and, he's holding it, but you could tell that he's despondent. Like, he's like, what happened here? He doesn't want to win this way, and he feels like he lost, and you could tell in his eyes. And Will Osprey, despite also losing, is getting up, and he's gleaning. He's just, smile from ear to ear, and he's just kind of smugly smirking and pointing at that belt. And he's just saying, I brought you there. And so now we have a bit of a development between the two, of Tyler Bate finally having maybe an even match, someone that maybe can best him. And Tyler Bate looks tired, and Will Osprey looks like he can still go. C+, awesome. Good. Just what we needed for our first championship wrestling. A little bit worse, but we have Nick Aldis making defense number 2 of the North American title. He calls out PJ Black, and PJ Black has a defense with him. He does horrible. Nick Aldis does great. Not much to say about that match, other than we need Nick Aldis on the show, and we need some defenses for the title to kind of build his prestige up. Good work, Nick. D, almost a C-. Not bad. I'll take it. We have a backstage segment. And in here we have, in a dimly lit corner of the arena, Josephus stands with Christopher Daniels behind him, and he's Daniels is draped in a crimson robe. And Josephus broodingly does his type of, his little cult spiel. And he looks to the camera and says, "This avatar," which he references to Christopher Daniels, he whispers to me the truths not yet revealed. Believers, your time shall come, and those that refuse to see the future shall fall into ruin. We are not here to destroy, but to prevent destruction. This avatar of the Lord of Light foresees ruin, beset by greed and corruption of a heart filled with spite and jealousy. Only through us is there salvation. The fans cling to the legacies of old for their favorites. These will not save you or the NWA. Only we shall. But be warned, nobody is safe from our inquisition, for the only worthy ones here are the believers in the light. So interesting development. So we now have the Lord of Light here, the avatar of the Lord of Light, Christopher Daniels, seeming to guide Josephus through visions, or at least what he thinks are visions of the fall of the NWA, and he perceives himself as a savior of it. And, didn't do bad here. Got the crowd hotter. Avatar came across, Chris Daniels came across well. Josephus was underwhelming, but that's fine. Interesting. And then we have Candice LeRae in a press conference citing, and she says that she will accept the Ronda Rousey challenge. Basically signs off that she will, at the next pay-per-view, fight Ronda Rousey for the championship. D+, nothing to really say here, but not bad. We're not going to pre-book, I don't need to. And then we have a main event, which is a very WWE-styled sports entertainment match, but I thought it'd be fun. Actually, I guess it's kind of a New Japan thing, too. I like having lead-ups in tag teams. But what we got going on here is Hangman Page and Cody Rhodes versus Enzo and Mike Virna. After the heated pull-apart, they get their chance to let it out in the ring in a safe environment, the way wrestling should be. And it's a chaotic mess of a match. Hangman Page and Cody Rhodes defeat Enzo and Mike Virna when Hangman Page defeats Mike Virna by pinfall. During the match, Brandy Rhodes also distracts Amore, which allows Mike Virna to get the pin, allows Mike Virna to get pinned by distracting Enzo. In terms of ring work, Cody is having... Yep, we know. That's not surprising. So, I mean, Mike Virna, this is probably the best match Mike Virna's ever been in. Wow, I didn't realize that Page is so well performed in this mod. 50 is a lot higher than I would anticipate him to be, especially for someone so fresh. That's cool. Holy crap, everyone got hurt. Jeez, oh god. I can't win. I can't. I'm starting to believe that the NWA must be cursed. How many injuries can we get? Enzo sustained a transverse process fracture. Mike Virna sustained an inflamed supraspinatus. That sounds bad. I mean, the fracture sounds worse. Apparently, they had no chemistry. That's not shocking. God. Well, I got a C-. The crowd liked it. Yep. And then Page injured Enzo. How odd is it that Enzo wasn't the one that botched something? That's shocking. After the match, I'm sorry, Enzo, because you got one more thing to go out on. And then the match is over. Rhodes and Amore celebrating. And afterwards, Josephus Brody, and the Avatar, Christopher Daniels, come out to the ring. And they start beating up everybody in the ring. So, Rhodes, Enzo, his crew are tired, worn out, and all of a sudden the Cult of Josephus arrives and start attacking. And they beat him down, and there's kind of a fight going on. And basically kind of asserting that, they're looking at all belts. The tag belts aren't enough. And they're looking for control of the NWA, much in the same way Cody is looking for the control of the NWA. And both Cody and Enzo are left in the same situation, beaten down, hurt, bruised, sore, and having to face a new enemy. Got a C? Josephus Brody looked lost out there. No improvements. That's fine. And Billy Corgan's still a really bad announcer. But we got some interesting predicaments, and we kind of know maybe some of the destination that the Cult was looking for. We move on. Oh, wow, that's a great rating for us. I think that might be one of the highest pay-per-views we had. C-, 56. Gained popularity in 11 regions. Awesome. Great championship wrestling match. 2,600 people ended up showing up. Let's, Hangman Page, let's just... I don't want him to feel bad. But Enzo, point out, is a good example. Will Osprey praise for a great performance, and let's give Mike Virna some encouragement. I don't want to upset anybody. Botches happen, but I don't want to dogpile on Page for an accident. That doesn't seem like the right way to go. All right. Let's go ahead and let's go to medical. Let's see what the hell we're looking at for these guys. Ooh, Scott Dawson. I'm going to negotiate for you. This is not going to work. I can tell you that now. Get you for a year? What do you say? Never lower than mid-Carter. And I'll give you some money. $1,500. He's never going to take this. Yeah. Oh, well. We'll give the offer out. Maybe something sour will happen. All right. Everyone's hurting. Everyone's bad. Bad buy rate, too. Now, we had changed it to, I don't remember. We did change it, I think. So we had to look at what our buy rates were. I feel like our past buy rates were 0.02. But we'll see. We'll hold off because this pay-per-view might have done well enough for us that maybe we'll get higher buy rates in the future. Everyone hates Josephus. Everyone hates Josephus, and Enzo hates Tamatanga. Okay. All right, let's go to medical. 27 days. 20 days. When's our next show? 13 days. I mean, I want Cody and Enzo to fight, but I don't want to just drop the title and vacate it. So, I mean, we can wait. We can wait one more. We can have a match on Championship Wrestling the next month. Changing of plans again. Our prestige is B-. 6 defenses. Man. I can't believe he got hurt again. I feel like we're just freaking cursed here. How's the North American champion? So this one, we need to really... while I'm here. Someone mentioned this, and I think they're right. We should make this a floating championship. And the junior should actually be a mid-card. This way, this gets a little bit more prestige up and down, depending on who has it. Doesn't really matter who has it. And, like somebody like Nick Aldis might not feel it's beneath them because it's a mid-card title or something like that. All right, so 2 defenses. It should grow in prestige over time. It's actually gone down in prestige over time. That's not good. Same thing here. I think this went down. It started in A. This is lowering. I think once we get it on Cody, it'll change. But tag's got to be worthless at this point. Yeah, we need to get it on Tamatanga as fast as possible, probably. And junior heavyweight's probably doing better. Now, all of our belts have lost prestige. That's a shame. All right. Well, more injuries. we know what's going to happen next week, but I guess we will see you guys at the path to greatness in 13 days. Thanks again for watching.